Okay. What role does the Old Testament law have in the life of the believer today? Let me give you a general rule. General rule is, if it's not repeated in the New Testament, then it probably doesn't apply. Again, that's a general rule. For instance, 9 of the 10 Commandments are repeated in the New Testament clearly. All of them but the Sabbath, which is a discussion on its own. There's generally seen as 3 categories of law in the Old Testament. There is the civil law, which applied to Israel as a part of a theocratic government under God's rule. Those don't apply to us anymore. We're not in a theocracy. There is the ceremonial law, which had to do with all the sacrifices that were offered for sin. Jesus finished that. We don't do that anymore. And the third category is the moral law, the things in the Old Testament that were moral commands. Those things still apply and applied before the law was given. Right? Cain was condemned for murdering Abel before it said, "Thou shalt not murder." The moral law has existed forever, existed through the Old Testament, and still exists today. So the things that are categorized as moral commands in the Old Testament still apply today. The civil and ceremonial things don't, for the reasons just talked about. Okay.